I probably gotta find that. Sweet. There we go. All right. Yeah, I got water. Okay. 11. There we go. Okay. The pen sword. Hype machine. Let's not waste any time and just get straight into this. Alright, there we go. Sorry. So I'd like to say for the record that I did start this. I did start playing this off stream. Just wanted to make that clear. Who is this? Why is the audio so low? Thanks to Andy's brisk walking. Sorry, I'm gonna finish my food first before we start this. And drink a little bit of water. Excuse the tapping you might hear. I'm gonna eat my dinner. My dinner's a sandwich. Okay, sorry about that. It's more than music. Inside the house is crazy. I'm dying. Oh, it's Oliver. That's not me. Welcome back, sis. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I don't use arrow keys? Can I press enter? No? Can I? I breathe in. Oh, I'm Oliver. I'm breathing the cool air as Judith greets her sister from the kitchen. The sweet smells of vanilla extract. Yo, this better be sad like the last one. It's not sad, and I'm making sure of that. Let me also open the chat here so I can see everything. I'm not going to cry. The one we just so conveniently slaps my back, it gives me a thumbs up. Andy, right. Boo, I want people crying. Shut up. I'm not crying again. I cried really hard when I played the second chapter. I said I would do it off stream. Not doing it on stream again. I'm gonna save my embarrassment. What am I eating? Sandwich. I made a sandwich. Okay, that's kind of rude to assume I'm eating chicken because I'm black. But I'm eating a sandwich. I'm eating a sandwich. I'm supposed to be drinking water. The sandwich is my dinner. Share? I don't know how you're gonna share. What do? Put it up to my mic? Yeah, there you go. Just eat it. I'm poking it into the mic. Just eat it. Nom nom nom. Guys are goofy. Excuse me. And he slaps some back and gives me a thumbs up. Good top going down for my ride. I'm gonna go change and jump into the pool. I forgot they have a pool. That's my play. This was like a month ago. So 2D fold your swimsuit this morning and put it in the same spot as last time. Okay. So make sure to change quick and have her go out with you, alright? Okay. I don't know the word. She just dashed away from putting past it. Okay, alright. This is. Hey, sexy. I brought the captain over, so hurry up with that. What? He's here already? I can't do another voice. What? He's here already? Why did you come here? I still have so much time left that I need to do. Adapt. Great sister, by the way. How's life been? Life has been fine. I'm locking in for school finally. Life is always buns. Well, that's why you just decide to not spend your time doing anything but school, and then you get ahead, and then you go back to chilling for like 5 seconds, and then you go back to locking in for school. Adapt. What's the mean? Oh. Yapping maniacally. Just as he rolls up the stairs. Seems her bedroom door shut. Wave sheepishly to this. Just by the appearance of things, as well as the gentle scent of baked goods drifting out from the oven, she appears to have been in here for a while. Hi. Those cookies in the oven were supposed to be a surprise. I mean, how am I gonna know what's in the oven? You know, you can't just tell me. That's because you're 18 and 18-year-olds aren't happy. As soon as you become an adult, you don't get the child privilege anymore. All right. I'm sorry, but could you get up and look away for a couple minutes? I'm just gonna put these extra ones in the fridge, so it won't take me long to finish. I promise it'll be quick, so look away for a bit, please. Is it okay if I help you? Mind if I go jump in the pool then? I don't even have my swimsuit on. Why would I jump in the pool? So, I mean, should I just do what she says, or do I say, nah, you know, I do what I want, you know? I can't jump in the pool because I'd have to go and put on my swimsuit. But I'll just look away. Sweetly, as I make my way back into the living room, she asks me the same question everybody has been asking about college, probably knowing we don't have much time for a super deep conversation. Give her the same response I've been giving everybody else, in our polite talk comes to a close. Alright, we should be good now. I'm almost done. I cleaned your swimsuit, by the way. It's in the bathroom next to the sink. Let me, how do I save? Is this save? Okay. I still have another option here, so I'm gonna save this. Did I quick save it? I hope I did. Okay. Okay, let's just skip through this a little bit. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do. Okay, sweet. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do two more. Wonder, can you whisper into the mic and not roleplay it seriously? What are you doing? Goated, please! I'm supposed to be reading here. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. You gotta give me a scenario. Goated, if you want me to do that, give me a scenario. Okay, I clean your swimsuit, by the way. It's in the bathroom next to the sink. Give me a second to shove these into the fridge and I'll meet you outside. Yeah, I grabbed my swimsuit from the bathroom and start changing into it. As I pull my shirt over my head, a putrid stench floods my senses. And he was right, I smelled I smell terrible now. I completely forgot about that. What's wrong with me? Hey, it's okay to be nose blind sometimes. You just gotta, know when to not be nose blind. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I don't know. My I don't even have like a specific CSS voice, cause it's just a little bit of an odd situation. I'm glad you guys are the only two here. Should I say that? Is that what you want to say? Here's a this guy here. Give me a line, like give me a script. Okay, now I'm not doing that. Okay, that's crazy, Goated. Now I'm not doing it. Anyways, back to the gameplay. I think I was smell this. Pair of muscular legs stepping out of the pool, flexed and unwavering. He's probably saying I want you to do a handstand underwater again. It's my way into the pool. Her legs finally cave in on themselves and dip underwater. Audio went batshit crazy for a second. I'm still laughing, W Mike. It's probably my cord. I don't know. Let's just assume that it's hopefully gonna get better. I don't know. Should I give her a higher voice? I feel like Judith deserves a higher voice. Wonder Boy says. I mean, that's what you said. I'm only repeating what you said. Judith half runs, half skips up to the pool, gingerly dipping her body into the cool, clean water. You spend that long putting on sunscreen? Why? It's not even hot today. You know I burn easy. I'm just being cautious. I still don't get that. I don't burn at all, Judy. And doesn't the whole being my twin thing mean we basically have the same stuff going on or whatever? I don't know what her logic is, but she's banned. What makes you so frail? Yeah, if you don't know context, Andy is a freaking gym rat. And she's also my coach and my friend for some reason. So before this, we ran like around a perimeter. And mind you, I played this game like 3 months ago. It's amazing how I'm still able to remember this. But we ran to another friend's house. We ran back past a school where an event happened that they don't want to talk about. I think we met up with another one of our friends. I forgot his name. And we ate. And I guess my character doesn't like having a cell phone, so the character gave us a phone, a gym. Nothing wrong with being a gym rat, Bucket. Anyways, back to my point. Gave us a phone so, you know, we can stay in touch, even though, like, me, Oliver, or me in this case, apparently we don't like having a phone, so we just gotta make with what we have, I guess. Frail is a pretty mean way to put it. You just get outside a lot more than I do, so your skin's adapted to the sun, that's all. I guess so. Andy shrugs, jumps in a bit, and does a front flip into the pool. Mods, can we ban Andy from the chat? Oh crap, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Okay, thank goodness. I didn't press the home button. Signaling that she's done talking. Is there? Oh, I can press space. Okay. Judith now, even closer to me, sinks down a little and starts floating on her back. Hey, will you pull me around the pool for a bit? I'm probably just tired, but I don't feel like a whole lot like swimming right now. We could just drift around, right? You don't mind? I don't mind, but I meditate for a bit on. I don't mind, but I meditate for a bit on why does everybody get so physical whenever they're swimming. Maybe it's because of the initial weightness list that comes with being wrong. Well, I'm not wrong. It's a freeing sensation, I suppose. Something relaxing enough to make even the most jaded individuals feel light and reckless. Maybe this is the chemicals in this pool is making us feel loopy. That's always a possibility, but I'm pretty sure there's only chlorine. When is that? Bucket, you're the surface of water. Judith enjoys it at first. Her bouncy laughter felt like the stagnant Florida air when I. Oh yeah, we're in Florida for some reason. Where I move around in a way she doesn't expect. As the water settles and the heartless sun peeks overhead, things once again grow silent between us. So I simply drag her around, doing only what's expected of me. Oh my. Okay. Hello? Can you all hear me? I don't know or why my mic is actually I know exactly why my oh there goes my other monitor. Damn it. This is what I get for okay, there we go. Stay, I guess would be. If not, I can always just use another. Okay, can you guys? Okay, you guys can't hear me. Okay, if let me switch. Let me switch things. Maybe this will help. How about now? Do I sound better? I hope I sound better. I really do hope I sound better. All right, let's just assume I do. Everything is better. Yes, is this the of? Okay, shut up. Okay, good. Maybe it was my cord I was using. Actually, while I'm doing this. Okay. All I can think about is how you're leaving today. Now, there's a very real chance I'll never see you again. Unless I get myself busy, that's the only thing I really think about. It's been like that for a while now. After we destroyed the seed, I guess there wasn't much left to distract me. No adventures to have, no Siren, no music. The only thing left in my life was the mundane reality of your departure. But if all that's left is normalcy, then shouldn't I be happy? Because that's what we were fighting for, right? For the people in Siren's call to be normal again? That's why we all risked our lives. And it worked. Our gamble paid off. In spite of everything, the people here are normal again, and it's all because of us. I should be ecstatic. But even though we won, even though everyone is so much happier now, we're still going to leave. Yeah, unfortunately, I am leaving. And nothing can be done about it. At least against the Sirens. I could always fight back. I could always fight. But not this. I can't fight this. All I can do is get dragged along. You know, thought about just embracing it, this helpless feelings I have. But I guess it's kind of hard to do when you're related to someone as stubborn as Andy. That's crazy. Can't really be a quitter. Yeah, you can't. And you have a gym rat as your or a freaking exercise rat as your or someone who's always in shape and tries to keep others in shape as your partner. Pretty sure that's why I'm open up to you like this. It feels like the last thing I can really do short of just saying goodbye. Goodness, why'd I have trouble reading that? It's still pretty pathetic though, isn't it? 58 seconds. God, I don't get it. Why'd I have to have some shrimpy lungs? Let me shoot yourself and grab some looks up on me. Alright, your turn. You can float around for a bit. I'll pull you. Fun fact, guys, I cannot float to save my life. What would happen if you spam the like button? Yeah, go ahead and do it. I flip onto my back, letting Judith grab a hold of my ankles. Her grip is tight, like the plaster of a cast, and yet she ends up dragging me on the pool aimlessly. Moments like these are really a blessing, aren't they? Just being able to be in the same place as your best friend, being able to do nothing you want with someone you love. I don't think there's anything more worthwhile. I really don't. But if this normal little moment of ours is such a blessing, then why can't I enjoy any of it? I have no idea. Guess it's time then. Shame you couldn't stay a bit longer. But you're an adult now. You got junk you gotta do. We can respect that, right? Yes, of course. Bring it in. Sorry. Bring it in, Slim. Give me a firm, commanding hug. Thanks for spending time with my sister. It might not feel like it, but trust me, you did the right thing. And hands me a water bottle. Whatever you end up doing over there in Asheville, I want you to stay hydrated. Being an adult isn't going to be easy, but I've seen what you're capable of. As long as you remember our training, then I'm sure you can get through anything. I'll see you soon. And slapping the shit out of her sister. This is rude. Right. Thank you for being my friend. Please, take these with you and eat some after you've moved in. She hands me a plate of chocolate macarons, lovingly prepared as always. This should be your favorite, right? It doesn't matter that you're not eating them on Sunday, does it? Yes.
Eat.
I did eat.
You ate soup?
I ate a sandwich.
No.
Sorry, I wish I could have made you something a little less perishable.
Why didn't you eat?
I didn't think macaroons were that perishable. That's why they gift wrap, I guess. At least this way you'll have something from me once the cookies are all gone. Oh, she packed cookies too? That's crazy. I hope I don't gain that much weight. But I doubt that. This is only a visual novel. This isn't reality. What? Okay, I'll get a. Okay, I was not expecting that. Okay, I'll get soup in a minute. You're a kind person, Oliver. Never let anybody make you think otherwise. Good. I mean, I'll see you soon. I guess she's having a hard time saying goodbye, which is understandable. Stay sweet. Yeah, I wish you would have told me that a lot sooner. Pulls away and dashes back into her house. Andy, as Spartan as ever, gives me one final thumbs up before following her sister. Okay, here we go. And now I'm pretty much out of time, so I'll go back to Violet's house and pack the rest of my things. Eventually, Miss Lawrence comes home and we load everything I own into her car. As they're about to leave, though, Miss Lawrence gets a dangerous weather alert on her phone. Apparently, once benign tropical summer has swollen into this heavy massive hurricane, suspending not just my flight, but every flight going out of Florida. Looks like I won't be leaving Siren's call anytime soon. How unfortunate. I must have did it wrong. Okay, this is my second time doing it wrong. I'm not sure what the pattern is then. But I guess you guys will get to experience. Tell your mom looking. I'm not no bucket. I guess it's time. Leave me alone. Got super over. I'm not telling her what game I'm playing. I have no new messages. Try to save messages. Press 1 now. Say goodbye to my friends. Check voicemail. You have no new messages. Investigate house. Oh, what the heck? Okay, wait a minute. We have a lot more options. Okay, fun stuff. No, it might be fun. It might be fun. Just gotta have the right attitude. Just gotta keep going forward. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes to pack up all my clothes. Yeah, as long as I'm back a little before 8:30, everything should be good. That's one of the perks of growing up poor, is that you really have much to pack. It's kind of handy, actually. That's crazy. Journal number 8. Now that the investigation is over, I should probably destroy this or something. Pretty sure Emil has recorded all this stuff important anyway. I mean, leave it all behind. I already made my choice. When I get to Asheville, I'm burning this. End of story. Okay, Violet's bed. What's over here? Violet's bed. She still hasn't changed the sheets from last time, has she? Well, goodbye, gross bed sheets. Goodbye, Mr. Dolphin and Mrs. Donkey. Don't you dare tell anyone what we. But I said crazy. I guess what was said here. Miss L's room. I shouldn't be in here. Why am I even in here? Even though she hasn't been here all summer, I'm still a guest in Miss Lawrence's house. I do respect her privacy, but if she hasn't been in her room for this long, then how the hell does it still smell like wine? That's a good point. We all need an answer there. Bass guitar. I haven't played all summer, even though Violet keeps asking me to. There just hasn't been enough time, honestly. Okay, I still need to make sure it's picking up my voice. There hasn't just been enough time, honestly. I can only play a few crappy ska songs anymore. SK songs anyway. Even if I enjoy playing them, there's still nothing worth showing off. Nobody remembers the bass player as much anyway. That's so true. Well, almost nobody, I guess. Alright, spice rack. An absurd number of spices hangs from the wall. One of these jars labeled Spice of Love is almost empty. Is that the stuff she keeps sprinkling on top of my burgers? I'll allow it. Maybe it's the secret ingredient to a healthy relationship. Maybe. But I can vouch for now, and my years, you have to have the proper kind of spice of love. I just want to lay down for it, but it's nearly impossible to sleep my life away. Sounds like something Dad would say at the very least. Then again, maybe the lack of sleep is why he was always so cranky. That's still on him, though. It's always going to be on him. His father already made herself some lunch. Adorable. She's such a cute little herbivore, I swear. Kind of weird that I didn't hear anything go off while I was sleeping. Now, I wonder why that is. I do indeed wonder why that is. And last but not least, canvases. Stack in the living room is always smaller than it was yesterday. This next project of hers must be really important. She's bringing so many back canvases. I hope she didn't have any trouble carrying them, all of them out the door. Why didn't you wake me up? I would have been more than happy to help her. A new gallery image. I guess that was everything. Guess we can leave home now. I have 10.5 hours left. I'll eat with my homeboy here, and then Detwiller Park. Even if I do this, you're gonna take me to Judy regardless. So I low-key should just skip Judy's house and head straight down here. Actually, I have to see how many hours I have left. So this is 20. And this is 60. And then I come here. And then go down there. We just skip Andy altogether. So let's go eat lunch. Wonder Boy, you should play Minecraft with us. WH plus. I don't know what are you talking? I'm speaking English. Hey there, Oliver. Lovely weather we're having today, huh? Somebody I don't recognize says something about him walking. Effort to smile and wave as we pat each other by. Jake's crab bucket. Ash is his name. Sitting there playing on his cell phone. Sees the notes me approach and gets up from his seat, flipping his phone closed in a process. Hey, dude. There's nothing normal about today, though, is there? Ashton scowls, putting more pressure on his wrist.
Never thought I'd end up being the hero. I didn't even know something. I mean, I always thought it was just some jerk. I was just some jerk. Another one of those punks at school nobody gives a damn about once you're not stuck in the same class with them anymore. The kind that's stuck being a kid forever. It's crazy how things ended up, though.
I'm not even familiar with the situation at all whatsoever. Alright, Goated. I don't freaking call you ugly or say you sound like a 5-year-old. So let's not be discriminatory here. Even though he's fictional, let's still be respectful because he's my friend. You're amazing. How's your wrist healing up? So I really think it's out lower than I still have no idea what is even going on. So I'm gonna just focus on his wrist.
My wrist, yeah, it'll heal. It still stings a bit, though.
I bet it does.
I don't know if you saw, but that thing bit down to the bone whenever it attacked me.
I still don't know what's going on.
If it wasn't for Neil jumping in, I probably would have had a hook for her hand. Which would be dope, but a lot hard to explain to my old man, you know what I mean? Kinda excited to see how the scar ends up looking, though, not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now, though. All the important stuff is over, so I guess it's time for me to start acting like an actual adult.
I might come back to that later. Oh, since that was the wrong path anyway, I guess I should delete the other regression.
Working at B-Mobile with Dad is probably isn't gonna cut it, though. I don't want to be one of those dudes that peaked when he was 18. I don't think that's gonna be good enough anymore. But it'll be pretty hard to top everything that's happened to us. When I do, though, I want to be able to let my brother in arms know about it. So,
Places something on the table. It's a brand new cell phone along with a pretty slick looking case to go with it.
this is for you. I'm not gonna be one of those guys you were friends with in high school and you never ended up talking to again. I can't help but try to hide my discomfort.
The wrong voice. Can't but try to hide my discomfort as Ashton slides the phone across the table.
What? You weren't gonna buy one anyway. So take it. We had some spares lying around the house anyway. I'm sure Dad won't miss it.
I do as I'm told and put Ashton's gift in my backpack.
You're the only one of us actually live in Florida, so I figured you're the one that needed the phone the most. Neil, Judy, and I, and Andy are all within walking distance, and Violent isn't leaving Siren's call anytime soon. So that only leaves you. We can't talk about what happened with other people, so it's important we all still have a way to keep in touch, isn't it? Like, we fought together, dude. We bled together. You're not just gonna drop off the face of the earth, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna drop off the face of the earth. I hope not. Southern Wonders. I'm actually, bro, I'm in the South. This is more like country.
Okay, cool. You better keep to that. When I start my new badass life as an adult, I want you to be able to know about it. Don't tell the others, but I've been thinking about getting a houseboat when I'm finally able to move out of my dad's place. Got no idea what I'm gonna do for a job, though.
To have a houseboat? What do you mean? Why would you go for a houseboat when you have no idea what you're gonna do for a job? What are you gonna do? I mean, you can work from home, but still, the big question would be, how would you get paid? I guess.
Hey, I know pirates aren't really a thing anymore, but how about detectives? We've got some experience solving mysteries now, don't we? Maybe if the whole higher education thing doesn't work out, you can move back down here and the two of us can start something up. There might even be a way to turn what we did in the underworld into something that makes us some serious cash. I like it'd be nice to keep doing what we've been doing, but actually get paid for it. So what do you think about that, my dude?
Talk about Ashton's ideal future until our food arrives. After a bit, we finish eating and Ashton, true to his word, foots the bill.
Damn, I guess this is it, huh? I'm sure you got other things to do, so I...
Hands me a small slip of paper with his phone number on it.
Give me a call once you touch down to Asheville, right? I love you, bro. Thanks for the adventures.
Nods Ashton's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up.
I'll see you soon. Stay cool.
Hey, I got you, buddy. Don't worry. I'll cool. Well, not currently. For following him fat, it's true. Look. Are you kidding me? I have to say goodbye to everyone? What? I've never seen this loading screen before. Is Violet home? Is she in her room? She's still laying in here. Where the hell is that girl? Oh, that was... I still need to freaking find Violet. That's Andy. That's Judith. Is Violet down here? This is Emil, which I gotta visit him, and we gotta talk about the book. I need her happy bond to come home. Watch out, college boy coming through. As nondescript generic as this moment is, I still make an attempt to smile and wave as we pass by. When the frick will Violet be home so I can talk to her? I found myself at a local library. Lucky for me, Emil was here too. As his representative seemed as he has been reading, I can't help but feel as he was aware of my presence the moment I stepped into the lobby. That low-key used to be me, I'm not gonna lie. Get me into a good book and a good series, that's me right there. When I started reading The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a Typical Nobody, I used to read like freaking an hour a day. And I'd be done with like the volume in like 2 days. Excuse me, two chapters a day. I could do 3, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to do like half a chapter and then, you know, do like another two and a half, so. But low-key, this used to be me. If I find another book series like The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a Typical Nobody, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But I definitely might be looking into getting another actual manga instead of a novel. Sephiroth? Of course you think that's Sephiroth, you freaking bum. You're the only one who's thought that. Sephiroth, if he was educated and lived in Florida and was a human, because I'm pretty sure Sephiroth isn't a human. Oh, you're here. Excellent. Glad you could make it. We'll have to keep our discussion down, unfortunately. There's a chess tournament happening over there on the other side of the library. Did you finish your copy of the book, perchance? Yep, finished it yesterday. Almost. I'm at the last chapter. The last time I chose, yep, I finished yesterday. So I'll just say almost. I'm at the last chapter this time. I see. Wow, it's no trouble. I was about to finish my second read-through anyway, so that should give you enough time to finish up. If anything, it might be better this way. I'll argue the ending is easily the most important part of the book, as I'm sure you'll come to agree. And this way, Let it be fresh in both of our minds. Just give me a second to go to the bathroom, and then we can get started. Alright, pal, by the time taking my seat and fish out the copy of The Stranger, Emil has already made his way back to me. Bro, that was the quickest. I don't know what he did, but he had to go. He must have peed, bro. Yo, Sephiroth got his own line. You're spelling the Sephiroth wrong. It's Sephiroth. But I get it. After a brief acknowledgement of his presence, he sits down across from me and begins reading. The technique that the author uses is remarkable. He writes in such a way that, although Mersal is detached, he is still quite relatable. Hardly the heroic type, though. He is technically the protagonist, and is clearly in a pitiable situation. I can't say he doesn't deserve what happened to him. Tell me, what do you think about Mersal's? What do you think Mersal's greatest sin was? Sorry, let me actually. I'm gonna keep an eye here, make sure. I chose the actual murder, which was what any logical person would say. But we're gonna be a little bit different. He's practically faultless society's film. That's a rather spicy take. I'm not sure I entirely agree with the fatalist overtone to that statement. While he was given the gun by Raymond, Mersal is the one who pulled the trigger. Although I agree that it's a bit surreal that his personality traits were ultimately what was used to prosecute him. So as much as I don't agree with the whole statement, it does present us with a glimpse of the truth. The world has no use for a strange person like Mersal, so he was instantly vilified in the court of his peers. The nail that sticks up is hammered down, as they say, but perhaps the swiftness of the hammer is an evil in and of itself. If society has no use for you, then you are purged from society. That's probably why there is so much pressure placed on people like us once we graduate. Still, as heartless as the world can be, ultimately, we are the only ones responsible for our actions. Mersal could have behaved in a kind manner, even if it was a fake kindness. He could have refused the gun. He could have run away. But that's not what he chose. And as I'm sure you know, choices are everything. My question might have been a bit too reductive, though. I think a hero's fate can be ascribed to a conflux of different factors rather than just one fault he might have as a person. The reality is Mersal is a man of many sins, so trying to narrow it down to one great sin is probably impossible for us. The one who would know the true extent of his sins would be Mersal himself. Or in this case, the author. I doubt outsiders like us are adequate judges. Still, it makes for a fun discussion. I bet it does. I'm glad Judith was kind enough to recommend this one to us. Emil holds up the book in his hand and smiles. As always, she has remarkable taste. I suppose it's no surprise that her preferred reading material turned out to be so divine. It's rather a grim subject matter for such a classy woman, though. But I suppose this world is full of little curiosities like that, isn't it? I really can't agree or disagree with that because I have no idea. Emil takes his pocket watch, furrowing his brow in the process. I'm afraid we'll have to end it here, though. I didn't realize I'd kept you for so long. There are a few things I have to let you know before we depart, however. This for his chair and leans in next to me, lowering his voice as he speaks. My hypothesis was right. The underworld is now completely barren. I've been going in after midnight with that and a check for hostiles. We've scoured every square inch of that place. Unfortunately, it seems like limiting all of them cannot have an effect on what time we can actually enter. We still have that
However, for the time being, I think it is safe to assume that there was a casualty between the sudden death incidents and those monsters. So as long as things are peaceful back there, Simon's call should also remain safe.
Unlikely we're doing some more research on that environment after you left. After all, there is still so much about it that we don't know. So until that opening closes for good, I'll make sure our team is both informed and safe. I know this is likely nothing you aren't already aware of, but I figured you would gain some degree of comfort from hearing this information from me directly. Especially considering recent accusations regarding your actions. What did I do? What did I do? This is my first time experiencing it, by the way. I'm getting tingles. What is wrong with you, Goated? I won't judge. Not gonna judge. If you're enjoying this, you're enjoying it. Okay, what did I do? Why did I get... Why am I getting allegations, bro? Is Oliver... About that, by the way. Hit me. He's talking about the bed. Yes, I know from the ASMR. Shut up. He's talking about the freaking bed, dude. How does he know? Well, I mean, Violet definitely could have told him, but for real. I didn't know Violet was... I gotta meet her. What is her deal? She ain't home after I leave for 20 minutes. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. There's objective... Oh, there... However, I don't know how much more time I will have to gather data before the locker shuts itself forever. What did you say, Bucket? What did you say? I don't shut up, I grow up. And when I look at you, I throw up. Well, you can't physically see me, so I don't know if you two are still together, but if you do today, would you kindly let me know that I'm going to be amicable about this, even after her assertions? Mil grabs my shoulder and stares intensely at me as if I were a shovel digging into wet soil. Know this, even in your absence, we will keep this town safe. And no matter what is said or what ends up happening, we will keep you safe. You have nothing to worry about. We should probably return our books now, seeing as you're not going to be back for a while. Shall we then? Yeah, sure, let's return our books. He placed our copies of The Stranger onto the front desk and thanked the librarian who smiles absent-mindedly as she accepts our returns. Emil, not likely done with his session at the library, escorts me into the lobby. Well, looks like this is it. For now, at least. There's still so much I'd like to discuss, but I suppose it's best for us to wait until your next visit. In the meantime, I will do my best to act as your viceroy. If anything of note occurs in your absence, you can trust me to mail you the details as soon as possible. The whispering is giving me goosebumps. Are we gay? No, listen, Bucket, if you know what I'm talking about, it kind of could be that thing, you know, that you have with you know, that thing with those females, Bucket. It could be that kind of thing. If you catch my drift here, Bucket. If you catch my drift, well, I know you're gay, Bucket. I don't know, Goated. Don't look. I don't know. It could be. Bill walks over and shakes my hand, giving me his pocket watch in the process. Thank you for the great discussions. And now it's Emil's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. Okay, well. So this is 40 minutes if I go here. Oh, okay. Sorry. The mic keeps doing the thing again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It also could be because the music is really loud. So I'll just turn it down so you guys can hear me a bit better. Can you do the arrow looking thing? That's my favorite sugar. I don't have that kind of mic. I have a headset, not an actual separate mic. I gave it a shot. There you go. The soft voice talking in my ear is gonna turn me on the wrong thing. I mean, well, you know, he looks like a very sophisticated gentleman, so you know you gotta give him a very sophisticated, low-toned voice. Okay, so we already read the book. Going to Judith's house is going to take a minute. If I go here and work out with her, that's still also going to take a minute. So how about we... Okay, 80 minutes from 4, so that would be 3.2. And then... this could just be 4.1, and here it'll be 3.2, and then we come here. But I could rather just do this and then go to the safest place, which will probably be like a 20-minute walk. What the hell is... Goated, you said to do it, you freaking bot! You're lucky I'm a very nice... That's the last time I'm taking something from you, then. Somebody don't recognize this something. I wasn't reading. Go to this house and ring the door. This is my first time actually doing this. Surely she's home today, right? I'll be right there. Open the door. You came. Oh my gosh, you actually came. Excuse me. Wait, where's Violet? Are you just spending it? Oh my gosh, I have to? Wait right there. I have to oven on. Just get... Don't tell me I actually have to go. Oh no, that's not Violet. It's Andy. I'm skipping Andy. Okay, I won't come in. Jeez. I'll wait out here. I got a minute. I'm sorry about that. We're good now. Come on in and sit down. I'll make us something to drink. Okay, Judith, what are we doing? Our base of operations is hospitable as ever. At this point, Andy would probably have stormed in the front door and screamed something at me from her. This is because we skipped, so Judith and I are likely the only ones here. I took a seat in the living room while Judith half skips, half runs into the kitchen. After a deep breath, I noticed something pleasant accenting the other light's crisp, neutral air. Is that vanilla? We still have some sweet tea from last time. I'll pour the rest of it and we can both chat for a bit. There's some things I need to talk with you about. Yeah, sure. Please, rather now it's a cup of sweet tea on the coffee table in the sink station. Yeah, what's the matter? We can watch a movie or something afterwards, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get another chance to speak with you alone like this. She opens a can of flavor seltzer and drinks a sizable amount before turning her attention to me. Uh-oh, she's about to get drunk. I'm kidding! Right. Now then, I'll just get right to the heart of it. You're a great leader, obviously, and I won't tolerate anybody undermining your efforts. You could have spent your last summer vacation doing anything. You could have ignored what happened and goofed off like the rest of us were going to. It would have been completely justifiable. You didn't have to do anything, and yet you chose to rally us together. You chose to spend your last days of freedom risking your life and fighting for something far bigger than yourself. And the only reason why you did that was because it was the right thing to do. Well, I mean, of course, I'm always going to do the right thing. I did it all because of kindness. It was the kindness to restore this town back to the normal place it once had been. And that kindness is what bound us together. We were captivated by you. I still am. She's about to confess her love for me. Oh, okay. If I kept following you, even after knowing what was causing all those incidents, I wouldn't have been able to live with myself. Your kindness pushed us forward. I've never experienced anything so powerful, and that power is what allowed us to control the fate of this town. We won, and what we had to do to win was a kindness. So the fact that Violet, who should be supporting you more than anyone else, would imply it otherwise in front of everybody, it's unjustifiable. Okay, well, she's kind of angry. It's mutiny. Hey, whoa, chill out. You're too cute to be getting angry. Is that why none of us are hanging out together today? Her and I working it out. It's fine. Thank you for worrying about me. I don't know if she's the youngest sister or not. They're twins. So there's actually no possible way of telling. She's a little bit more on the. Judith is a little bit more on the feminine side, and Andy's a little bit more on the masculine side. I'm just gonna say this because the fact that I have to walk 20, 40, 60, 80 minutes to freaking get there is ridiculous. I guess so. Mel and I were planning a big going away party for you. But after how brutal it buys individually. Oh, so this is Violet's fault. Which was wise. I don't think anybody's gotten over it either. So it wouldn't be smart to have us all together for your last day. And I wouldn't want your last day in Siren's call to be ruined. None of us do. Well, I mean, there's a big freaking storm that's gonna be a hurricane that's gonna trap us in the house. So I guess I have to skip. I don't know, maybe this is just me avoiding conflict again. But I'd rather err on one side of caution and have everybody just keep their distance. Because... So what's going on? Never mind. I said everything I needed to say. What was he about to tell me? That's smart. Kind of being a jerk, aren't I? No, you were just about to tell me something. What are you about to tell me? Mox? I don't know how old she is, goated. If I knew that, I could tell you. I'm not looking it up either because I'm going in this blind. I'm assuming she has to be 18, at least 18, because I'm going to college. If that's the case, This must be the year after high school, so probably 17 or 18. Any Bucket mods? Do I gotta time you out, Bucket? You're lucky no one else is here. I have to time you out. True statement, but do I have to time you out? I need to time you out. Okay. Let's... Forgive me, Violet is your... Oh, Violet is my girlfriend? What the hell? Okay. So I'm sure you can understand and see the value in her actions. Just please don't take everything she does to heart. You're a kind man. You're very right for doing what needs to be done. We all are. And even if she might not want to admit it, Violet is too. Anybody in a situation would be. What the hell? Okay, okay, whoa, wait a minute. So let's enjoy ourselves and... Wait a minute. Okay, now I have questions. Wait a minute. So, is Judith not real? Is this all an illusion? Can we put that on a separate notepad somewhere, mods? Can we make a separate forum and put it somewhere? That was interesting. Again, this is my first time seeing this. It is done, after all. Tea remote of the coffee table. Thank you for letting me that. How's your sweet tea, by the way? I know you prefer it a little warm, but it's still good. But is it still just like this? I don't know. Perfect. Let's watch something lighthearted this time. I want our last day together to be a fun one, okay? In the end, Judith and I went watching my favorite movie one last time. The one with the rock star and all those puppets. I really saw the appeal in it, but I know the movie is a comforting part of a childhood, so I said do it for her sake. Okay, damn, so we just look at don't enjoy the movie and say is dead and we're in a different person in memory reliving that day with her. Congratulations, Bucket. You need to write that down somewhere because I'm not gonna remember that. We don't have... What time is it? Okay, it's 9 o'clock. We don't have much time left to talk afterwards, though. She hands me a few things, otherwise would have left at her house and walks me out to the door. I know you're probably bored watching that with me again, but I still appreciate it. Thank you for being everything that you are. Please, take these. Okay, so we get the macaroons. I was making these before you came over. That's why I couldn't come to the door immediately. I kept them a surprise for as long as possible. I wish I could do more, though. I wish. Where's her head? And my same thing happened again. I meant everything I said, you know. You're the kindest man I've ever met. Never allow anybody to let you think otherwise. Never. I'll see you soon, okay? Oh, okay. Stay sweet. Okay. I'll stay sweet. I might. I might. Okay. Push my dad out of time, so I headed back to Violet's house. Are you serious? Oh, are you serious? Oh, damn it! This wasn't the ending. Oh. Damn it. Okay. Maybe we go the other way. Maybe we go up, you know? Okay, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Same things happen. Okay, so we might have to check out that other place. We might have to go down and then up. Because I swear, we've pretty much done every single one. We did this and this took a little bit longer. We did this and that took a little bit longer. We visited a meal and then went over here. So let's just go here and then make our way up. What the hell? Who's that? Is that Violet? It looks like Violet. That could be Violet. Give Miss Lawrence my regards when she gets back for Denver. She's in Colorado? I don't recognize that somebody when I'm walking. Okay, where the hell are we? Oh, there she is. After all this time looking for her, turns out Violet was simply painting something on the beach. Something over as she was about to snack on one of those famous black bean burgers of hers. Hey there, Oliver. Also, I'm going to reuse voices simply because I don't have the vocal range. I live in Colorado. My life is basically South Park. That's interesting. Apparently, the freaking person who's driving us up north is freaking in Colorado. Miss Lawrence is in Colorado for some reason. So true. Plant myself next to her in the sand like normal. After I'm good and full, she kisses me lightly on the lips and buries her feet in the sand. Hold on, let me make sure I have the right one here. Which bind is it? Alright, I was kidding. Joking. It's still really early in the day. Oh, not K. I'm not on YouTube. Am I the first person you come to say goodbye then? How strange. So, anyway, why'd you come to see me now? Are you really done meeting up with everyone else? I thought you for sure they want to hang out with you more. Because it takes so long to walk to the beach. I'm more curious as to why you're here. I was looking for you. You know damn well we aren't looking for her. Let's be honest here. Because it takes so long to walk to the beach. I'm split between these two right now. She went painting again. I'm more curious as to why you were here. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry about that. I just needed somewhere to... Lonely... Brain! I just needed to be somewhere lonely for a little bit. And nobody really comes to this part of the beach anymore. Well, yeah, because they're on the freaking coast! Well, it depends on where you are in Florida. Well, nobody but us, that is. Things kind of feel different because of that. Just like Kyle Brovlasky, my brother, is a I'm a fat fuck like Cartman, and I've died a few times like Kenny. What do you define die a few times? Helps me process things, makes for good art. I used to be afraid of solitude, but now I think there's a weird kind of power in it. Knowing I don't need to be completely dependent on someone else to make sense of my experiences, that I could just be alone at the beach, paint, and then suddenly everything that's happened just starts falling into place. Fall off the... Oh, yikes. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're okay. Did you take any brain damage? If so, welcome to the club. It's oddly thrilling. Still, I wish you would have and everybody else didn't just ignore me now. Well, cause you said some goofy productions, goofy activity, monkey activity statements. I don't know what you said, or what you said about me, better yet, but the fact that you would say that is crazy. And I ain't studying it, in the words of the legendary Eric Mays. I ain't studying it. They're still your friends that don't hate you. That's true. Things should be fine after a while. They'll eventually see your point of view. I don't even know what the hell her point of view is from the get-go. So whatever the hell she got going on. Is that true? Of course they are. Monkey activity. But sometimes too much conviction could be dangerous, don't you think? I already had brain damage, so it just cancels. A little doubt here and there is probably healthy at this point. You're lucky you're white. I don't know what that means. Let's just keep going. I don't know what I'm saying. Take this painting I'm about to start, for example. I know you're used to seeing me do landscapes, but this time I'm just gonna try to capture the siren that almost ripped off. Oh my gosh! Alright, see, Goated, you're kinda right here. She might be crazy. Even though it was attacking him. Seeing that was the closest I've ever been to death? What the hell? I don't even know what this game is. It's a visual novel. That's all I gotta say. At least consciously, that is. I'm glad you're white POV. You're black. Alright, Bucket. Listen, no. Not a lot of. See, it's very unlikely for black girls to be crazy. It's always the white girls. See, you're up north, Bucket, so you don't get it. But come down south, I'll promise you'll meet a lot of crazy white people. Anyways, and racist. Tig old biddies. Yeah, I think they're kind of big, but. Well, is she okay? My favorite Martian? I don't know my favorite Marf is. The name Puff. Brandon. Oh, the mic one. Yeah. Sorry for that, guys. I can't fix that. I just probably would have to use my other because my mic is cutting out. It's just getting a little bit ridiculous now. I think it's probably the mic itself. No. Okay, hello? Are we back? Goodness. Sorry. My mic. It's if I have it, I have to have it at. It's kind of like, you know, with your charger cord, to where you have to have it at a specific spot for it to work. I think that's what's happening with my mic, and I need to invest in another one. Or get. Also, Wonder Boy, you don't know your favorite Martian. Shame on you. All I know is Marvin the Martian. Tape it, then I'm not taping it to my desk. That's the stupidest thing I'll do. I'll just use my other mic. Even though it makes me sound muffled, it's probably the best we're just gonna have for the time being. Or I could just use this until I get a job and then buy another mic, or buy a, you know, one of the ones that you can just what am I trying to say here? The ones that you can the standalone mics, like the desk mics, you know, the ones that all the other YouTubers have, that kind of thing. Uh-oh, why is the game audio down? I didn't know I turned the game audio down. My freaking bad. I just like listening to you talk. I'm a little nervous about college. Oh, your favorite marching is a music band? They make songs like the stereotype song. I live under a rock. You guys know this. I only have a certain music genre. Like, I just picked up listening to J. Cole I just listened to J. Cole for the first time ever, like, last night. I listen to kawaii metal. I listen to freaking cross-country music. Like, I've picked up traditional Brazilian music. Brazilian artist. Love her voice. Can translate the voices very easily. I'm kind of a avid EDM listener. Again, my music genres aren't, you know, very expansive. But maybe if it gets to the point, we can just sit and watch through, you know, the Music Iceberg. We'll sit there and like watch that. I like Van Halen. Understandable. I'm a little nervous about call. I just like listening to you talk. You're my girlfriend and you sound crazy. So I don't want to hear another damn word you say. I'm just going to say I'm not in a talkative mood today. No, that's not what this is. See, right now, what you just said, you don't need to try and cuddle me like that. Olive, we can't just talk to each other like normal. Damn it. It's exactly what I was trying to bring up at our last meeting. Everybody in town is speaking the exact same way. Maureen doesn't chat with me about art anymore when I go to buy groceries. He just says something like, nice purchase you made there, and then hands me the receipt. It's the same with the mailman too, like and even a bunch of more. Oh, okay, wait a minute. This is actually okay. Maybe something's up here. Maybe Bucket was on to something. I'm in the background. If you're in college, shouldn't you be in your dorm? Living on a dorm is optional, and living in a dorm is expensive. Also, you might be in the past. Rye, you might be in the past. I need you to come to the present for me. You could just hear her TV in the background. Also, because my mic picks up any audio it catches, pretty much. For Christ's sake, Freaky Joe isn't even freaky anymore. It's like everybody but the 6 of us has been lobotomized, and now you're talking the exact same way. Is this my fault just because we killed the seed? Okay, let's not get too paranoid here. What exactly did we kill, Oliver? Damn it, we ended up acting too quickly. Okay, she's crazy. Oh, sometimes, yeah, I know. It's just she has her TV blasting in the background. Okay, I think she's a little bit crazy. It was just another stupid RJ goal we said to motivate us. We didn't want to do this without you. We were just being selfish. We could have come back to it later. We could have tried to handle things on our own. Okay, she's losing her shit. We could have told the cops what was going on. We could have. Oh, she's having a panic attack. Let me be honest with y'all. This bitch is crazy. Anyway, she didn't hear that from me. Y'all didn't hear that from me. Let's just keep going. I love the third option. Regarding pretending to be a carrot. That's crazy. If he wants to be a vegetable, he just has to not use his arms and legs. Anyways, that's a very interesting experience. Something real. No. Oh God. Again, this bitch is crazy. Again, you didn't hear that from me. You heard that from my alter ego. You heard it from my alter ego, Mad Hatter. Yeah. What the hell? Okay, she's crazy. She's actually crazy. What is going... Yo, she's fucking losing it. What in the world? Sis, what are you doing? Okay. We have an option here, folks. Do we do it? Do we do it? Like the Batman villain, I have no idea. Do we let him go? Chat, do we let him go? So apparently, I'm just a soul. I'm not actually Oliver. I'm just someone possessing him. I guess I'm just possessing him. So y'all said yes, so let's press yes. What the hell? You guys were right. Okay. You know, it's just act independently of that role and its process. Keep moving forward. Please say continue. What just happened? Well, we did it. Well then, the winner is me. Oh, it's trust me. You're too young to be trusted. But and also your logic isn't quite complete, quite finished yet. All right, we'll do this next one as well. 3 parts rotten cantaloupe dropped from the rooftop by skate punks at half of an overpriced churro, shared between lovers at theme parks. This time, I am a hero. But to everyone else, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to tell. What am I? Ashton. Oh, okay. Are we playing as Ashton now? Oh, no. Oh, we're playing as Ashton. Okay. What the hell? Okay, so we got to see ourselves. Okay. Number 7. Oh, that's different. My former adopted brothers. What's going? Too young to be trusted. You're still too young. You haven't. I don't know if you've experienced pain yet, but you will at some point. Too young to be. No, Bucket. You're a bit mods. Goodness, we can't have anything. Become them, think like them, speak like them, write like them. Maybe I should just burn. Violet's bed. Let's see. Anything else? So go ahead and watch this. Is Miss Someone's gonna kick up the door, breathing immediately. Oh, to tell you how I'm sad. It's just now clicking. That my dog died. That felt painful. Yeah, that is true. Maybe you need to experience even greater pain. The pain of not having your actual relationship, which you thought was real, being an actual relationship instead of being dated out of pity. Having to fall in the same habit you fell in for the past 5 years of your life. And breaking that cycle only just to get the thought breezed by your mind again and put yourself back in it. This endless loop of wanting to improve, be a better person, do better things, be great, then be the habit that ruined that streak of greatness and improvement. My mom died. Well, I like to apologize. That is, the parent is definitely, Jesus, man, who hurt me. My ex and myself. I hurt myself. I'm like a Pokemon. I hurt myself in confusion, but there was external pain as well. I was given the idea to try gooning, in quotation marks. And ever since that day, things have been downhill for the past 5 years of my life. I've never been able to stop gooning. I can stop about it for a month. Being like getting cheated on, which is, well, in this case, it's not fine. Like saying, oh, she actually loves you and stuff. You guys okay? I'm fine. It's been a while since that point. Yeah, she's for the streets. Yeah. I wish my ex told me that she dated me out of pity, or just straight up denied me. Cooting and edging. Essentially, that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I'm still stuck in the cycle, personally. I'm trying to get out of it now. It's my second date clean. But let's hope we can get back to being normal and being the anti-hero. That's why my Discord nickname is the failed anti-hero. Because every single time I've managed to graham cracker. They were literally just trying to stop people from playing with their pigs. Pickles. Ah, okay. Graham cracker? Where's my phone? What the heck? What is graham cracker? What is my fellow friend, you have enlightened me. But what is this secret technique? Interesting. They're food. You eat them when you're... That's crazy. Actually, source. I need your source. Rye. What is your source? I need you to send the proof, and it has to be from a .org, .gov, or a .edu. Or a .net, maybe a .net, but I need proof, and it can't be from a .com. It can't be from a company. It can't be from Wikipedia. Can't be from Urban Dictionary. It needs to be from a legitimate source. I need to see that. Special K does it too. Yes, I'm fully aware of Special K. We don't have any Special K around the house though. Would she even care? I hope not. One conversation. No. Yeah, apparently we just had sex in her bed. Extra history. Okay, alright, I guess that's it. So apparently, freaking Oliver, me, and Violet got down and jiggy in the sheets, apparently. According to this story, based on the text that I just read. So what's my goal today? Where the hell am I going? That's why it's the safest place, because it's with your girlfriend, Judith, Emil, Dollar Park. Oh, wait a minute. Ashton's is not on here. Wait a second. That's... wait a minute. Freaking... no, it's not Bucket. This is... okay. What's crazy is that Ashton's is usually here. But we don't see Ashton. Is he at the park? How's your lady friend doing? My lady friend? Do you mean Violet? Her name is Violet. Do you even know that? What sort of conversation is that supposed to spark anyway? The downside is that you feel like an awful person, but then you stop playing with it. Understandable. I get that. I so get that. I so get that. Guys, this is where I'm looking. Where my mouse is surrounding, this is where I'm looking. I'm kidding! I'm not actually looking there. I'm reading. There are kids here probably who would love to. Now aware of my presence, and just looks at me for a moment, presuming or workout. Lies. If that was true, then somebody would have said something. 27, 28. Polite asking a grown woman to do anything like that in the first place. See, Rai knows. He knows that deep down inside, I am not a sexual deviant. I am just a normal human being like you all. Bucket, that man's a fiend. Can someone, can mods, can we check Bucket's search history? Goated, you just have problems. Not shaming y'all. This is all in love and brotherly love. Well, I lost my train of thought. You guys made me lose my train of thought. I hate it here. Okay, let me... uh-oh. Wait a second. Okay, what? I can't... what is going on? Sorry, what just happened? Huh? Why can't I access... okay, I'm gonna eat dinner. Oh, that's why. Alright, see ya. Alright, bye. But take it easy. Well, if they're too polite to ask, they're polite enough to wait. 29... 30... what the hell? Alright, right, take it easy. Go ahead, I already ate my dinner. I might go to bed after this. Or we could definitely just save this here. And, you know, keep going. Alright, now I'm motivated. I gotta go then, Slim. Figured we'd juggle her normal route. Is that good with you? See, I don't know why she calls me Slim, but in reality, I'm Fat Boy Slim. You know? If y'all know who Fat Boy Slim is, hey, y'all are some G's. That's so true, dude. That's so true. You don't do what you want, you do what you must. Loki kind of rude. Oh, we're playing as Ashton. It just hit me. We're playing. Okay, hello? There we go. We're back. We're playing as Ashton. Sorry. Bro time? Why you gotta look at me like that, huh? You can't respect bro time? You know what they say, it's bros before hoes. Mind your business and keep moving. I got beef. Bro, you do not talk like that. I know. Let me talk how I want to. You don't know me. Also, I don't care. That's basically that's a symptom of vomiting. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. Why doesn't just vomit and call it? Oh, we still have to make choices for. You monkey activity. My dinner isn't ready yet. Oh. Then you can make a. What the hell? What is wrong with you? Monkey activity, bro. She is. My freaking mic cut out. I was still ranting. I don't care how fit she is. She's still acting like a monkey. That's all I had to say. I hate that my mic literally cuts out, but the hell kind of drug she on? You like the Boondocks? No reason. No, I haven't fully watched the Boondocks. I think it's okay. I've only seen a couple episodes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, he said, hey, you don't want to play this game. You don't want to play it because I will play it right with you. Oh, we can go up, right? How do I look at the past? What the hell? Oh, I didn't see this before. Don't talk about my people like that. Are your people aren't monkeys, you clown? What are you? Are you? Is there something I need to know? And it's crazy how you think when I say monkey activity, I'm talking about black people activity. I'm not talking about black people activity. I'm talking about actual chimpanzee activity. All right, Bucket, you're pushing it. You are pushing it. My I'm losing my mind later. I'm a good okay, hold on. Coded, you ain't African American. You're an American African. My boy took a page right out of what's his name's book? Right out of Umar Johnson's book. Dr. Umar Johnson's book. That's what would be nice to refer to in the coming days. These are likely the last batches as between the two of us. We should be enough on the same page to proceed things accordingly. I appreciate. I just stole it from one of your past streams. Oh, okay. Well, I stole it from Dr. Umar Johnson. I appreciate you going so far outside of your comfort zone with all of this. I know it isn't always easy to work with others, even if you consider close friends. In the face of that difficulty, consider the remaining pages in this journal as a gift. After all, you're the only person that I know that goes through paper so voraciously. I respect that, so we'll do these extra pages that you wish. Moreover, try not to be shy about sharing your craft. We all admire it. Stay sharp, Emil. That was all in one breath. I'd also keep going. Setting foot in the underworld is an unsettling experience. Most of the ground is rigid and spongy like the flesh of a corpse, and there's no wind at all. So the air itself has been killed and left for dead. To be a living thing surrounded by death is not how many of us imagine spending our summer. To be certain, I don't think any of us has ever truly got accustomed to it, but perhaps that's a good thing. It is dangerous to keep complacency at bay. As for how we access the underworld itself, I pray that the dark portal within Violet's locker is the only one in existence. It is harrowing to think that there could be others. The underworld is certainly a nightmare come to life, or what life it could come to. There are other There are no other humans, only sirens and wisps reside here. The former are murderous and disturbing to behold, while the latter do not even acknowledge our existence. It does seem that this world is linked to ours by more than just a portal. However, liquids we carry into the underworld via vials of Samathe are transmuted into other things, and defeating the sirens has appreciable effects on our world. Despite all this, it's hard to say whether the underworld truly becomes parallel to our world. Both my pocket watch and Aston's phone tick by very slowly, so it's reasonable to conclude that time passes at a deprecated pace here. Still, there is definitely a link, although whether it extends past the time of Siren's call or not remains to be seen. The underworld is shrouded in mystery, some of us which may be better left unsolved. The sirens are horrifying creatures to behold. They take many forms as they are effectively their own species with several different breeds. Although they have some common traits, they lack human legs, their eyes are glassy, and they always reside on or close to a slate. Sirens often have means of physical attack such as claws, barbs, tentacles that sprout up from various orifices, orifices. However, the most dangerous aspect of a siren is its song, since the vocal cords of a siren are capable of producing otherworldly arias and cries. These songs can evoke a wide range of human emotion, including fear, anger, joy, and sorrow. Against most unprotected ears, these emotions are amplified to their extremes. Fear becomes paralysis, anger provokes uncontrollable rage, joy leads to unhealthy infatuation, and so on. Mysteriously, these sirens can also sing to their environment to beckon their dead surroundings to life. Some sirens sing to the rigid ground to trigger an earthquake, to the dead air to summon both chill and gusts, and to the crimson sky to beckon a storm of meteors. That is why we wear modified noise-canceling headsets when facing them. They do not block the siren sounds entirely, but it makes them much harder to fall victim to them when we destroy the sirens, particularly the strong ones. It has its harmful effects on our world. For instance, we had slain one group of particularly fat sirens one day. The next day, we saw several more people in our world going out for vigorous walks or bike rides. The parking lot of the gym was full, and the crab bucket had more customers than the grub burger. For once, they seemed to be, excuse me, quite territorial. I have no regard for the lives of wisps and humans. I consider it fortunate that they generally do not hunt us down, so we can at least engage the nightmares in our own pace. No problem, Ben. No problem, Rye. The slates are slabs of stone that protrude from the sickly ground from the underworld. Upon most slates, one or more sirens reside. Generally, sirens with the approach of a human or a wisp before becoming aggressive, although the stares of their glassy eyes up to that point are impossible to ignore. While they are aggressive, most of them will not stray more than about 20 meters from a slate. It is safe to say that they are territorial of these stones. Why are they protecting the slates, or do they simply not wish to stray too far from a zone of comfort? It's impossible to say, but there doesn't seem to be anything special about the slates themselves, at least not from what I can tell. These slates are also nearly indestructible. All attempts from Ashton, Andy, and other muses to destroy the slates have failed to result in so much as a scratch. Okay. This is only page 4. And I believe we have... Oh my gosh. We had 25 so far, and 26. Excuse me. Wisps are interesting creatures. They generally resemble humans, at least in appearance, but all colors been draped to leave only black. A thick black liquid drips from their body as they are constantly bleeding, yet their body language does not indicate any pain. It would be impossible to tell from their face if they feel agony or not, as they lack faces instead of eyes, noses, or mouths. A gaping void occupies the space between their thin hair and formless jaws. They generally ignore us as we move through the unknown world. Even if we bump into them, shove them, or even stab them as violence one did by accident, they continue to go about their aimless business. However, they are completely vulnerable to the songs of the sirens, cause them to do unpredictable things that often lead them hurting themselves. In the worst of cases, they die. Even if they die, death does not appear to be permanent for them, as they will reappear at the spot at which they died mere minutes after they perish. Oh boy. The seed is an overwhelming source of negative energy. Being that it is guarded by the most powerful siren of all, it is natural to think that it may very well be a source of power for the sirens, since the sirens appear to both symbolize and encourage the worst of both the wisps of the underworld and the humans of our world. Then destroying the seed should eliminate that negativity, and perhaps the sirens with it. By proxy, this should eliminate the negativity of the town of Sirens Call as well. Laziness, anxiety, discontent, and fury could be those things of the past, at least for this town. I suppose this would make us heroes in a sense, but I don't expect we receive any sort of fanfare for it, being that the underworld and its trappings are not, nor should they ever be common knowledge. I can't speak for others, but this is fine for me. This is sort of work that tends to be its own reward. Excuse me, sorry, I'm trying to do these in one breath as long as possible. Okay. Vials of Samathi. He's gonna say vials of Samathi appear at small glass bottles, purpose many, but primarily sustenance. Given that he is Ashen's musidus, it perhaps comes to no surprise that Caldera's appetite is just as endless and reckless as the wielder's. Seeing as other need no form of food or water, and I think Caldera eats things to set the same that we feel as humans, but more to aid us. Rather, Caldera is able and eager to use the heat and pressure within his body to effectively transmute things that he eats into other things. The vials of Samathi are no exception, as they were produced by Caldera after he ate several scoops of gravel and sand off the ground of the rib cage. Okay. Okay, this is getting a little bit weird now. At first glance, they were ordinary, little beautiful glass flasks, and I opted to use one as a fancy water bottle. She had filled one with water from the human world and carried it with her into the underworld. However, when she took it out, to take it as a drink, it was no longer clear as water, but rather had taken a lime green hue. Judith tried to point it out to her, but Andy, of course, was not paying attention. This would prove to be insightful. However, as the cuts and bruises on Andy's knees started to close up and shrink before our eyes, even through experiments, we discovered that the other liquids can be transmuted in a similar fashion, but they're not limited to coffee, ibuprofen, and gasoline. Gasoline is the transmutation of the liquids in the flask an effect of the underworld, or are the flasks themselves, or perhaps a combination of the two? It is hard to say. More research may be required. Nullifier, appearance, modified headset, purpose, defense against siren songs. Being that the sirens' primary means of attack is through their songs, it has become exceedingly a good idea to engineer a means to counteract it, if only to take the edge off their disabling effects. The local electronics store had several noise-canceling headsets on sale. Between Judith and myself, we were able to take the headsets and modify them so that we could black out the frequencies at which the sirens sang most often. Of course, it does not protect against everything that the sirens are capable of. It does afford us a fighting chance. Thankfully, our muses seem not to need them, which is a relief because I have no idea how we would put a headset on a hedgehog. So the muse is a hedgehog. Okay, we must never go into the underworld without wearing them, as they are a first line of defense against the sonic assault of the sirens. Okay, this is what, page 9? Okay, that was page 8. Water break. Bass Widowmaker. Bass guitar with red strings, purpose of weapon used against sirens. First glance, the Widowmaker seems like ordinary bass guitar. Its original incarnation was the ordinary bass guitar. Leader had it lying around and decided that it would be the best thing to use as weapon against the siren. Indeed, it is good as most things is its size for battering and smashing. While the frame of the guitar is surprisingly steady, the original strings were not. They snapped shortly after a few swings. Our leader was content to keep using it despite its broken strings, but Violet had more interesting, if more of an idea, to replace the strings of the guitar with the vocal cords of a siren. Jeez, she's crazy. Chat! She's crazy. I told you she was crazy. And I set ourselves upon the rather baleful task of restringing the guitar. The procedure was unsettling as it was the end result, but I cannot deny its effectiveness. When our leader placed the notes on the restrung guitar, the song the sirens echo from the chords, so as long as he can learn to remember the sequences of the notes, he can fight the sirens with the same songs that they use against us. Of course, if all else fails, he can still swing it as an axe. As he previously did, the vocal cords seem to never snap. So, did they use vocal cords or not? I'm not sure what they're poking at here. Okay. Simple razor chrome brush, simple paintbrush weapon for using it. Siren, it's no secret that Violet has an affinity for painting. It stands to the reason she has quite a collection of brushes made from the hairs of many different animals. My gosh! She's crazy! She made a collection of brushes from the hairs of many different animals? Jeez. Yo, why is Oliver dating this girl? From squirrels, hogs, and goats? Since no experience in martial art and using any sort of weapon, she decided to bring a hog bristle paintbrush with her into the underworld. In all fairness, the bristles are strong and flexible, which are good qualities for a weapon to have, but its range is pitiful and lacks any sort of edge or weight. It is poorly suited for harming anything but a fragile canvas. This would change, however, when she decided to weave bits of a siren's hair into the brush and then sharpen it through a treatment of turpentine and aluminum. Now the brush is actually sharp enough to pierce skin and muscle tissues with enough force. Additionally, because the brush still holds paint and paint-like substances, Violet also brings several brightly colored solutions with her into the underworld. These solutions resemble paint, but they are most certainly not as hydrocarbon-based paint poisoning is not nearly as fast acting or as deadly as the ailments Violet inflicts upon the sirens with those solutions. Okay, so we're learning here that Violet is a maniac. And it's just not changing. Bat out of hell. Appearance heavily modified baseball bat. Purpose for using it. Sirens, only Ashton would think of attaching a flamethrower to a baseball bat to create a veritable freaking weapon. I don't think a weapon like this could ever be safe for the wielder, despite Judith's best attempts. I myself would question its effectiveness, since the fire is often superfluous. Superfluous? Yeah, let's just say that. But it certainly gets the job done. In situations where Ashton cannot get close to a siren, he can simply spray the fire all over them. I really don't have too much to say here. The weapon speaks volumes for itself between its insane concept and its hacky construction. At least it doubles as a torch in dark areas, so there's that, I suppose. Indomitable fist. Cloth wraps. Weapon for you. Okay, all these are weapons. Andy's belief was, and still is, that the human body is the greatest weapon in some ways. I find it hard to disagree, as the body can be strengthened repeatedly, repairs itself often, cannot be stolen or knocked out of one's hand. She must have some kind of knowledge of Taekwondo and Muay Thai, so it follows that she would use her fists and feet to fight the sirens. While this does not mean that Andy needs to be closer up than any of the rest of us, right in the face of a siren for those who have faces anyhow. She can also get in and out of that range with amazing speed. Something I'm having. Sometimes I think she gets a bit too excited when throwing sequences of punches and kicks. It could be mistaken for savagery to those who don't know her, but I cannot blame her for for applying 100% of herself when fighting for her life and the lives of others. Onimaru Kunitsuna. Ornamental katana. I can see it. It's not a real Onimaru Kunitsuna, otherwise it would have not only cost 200, and the mere act of holding it would probably be an international felony. Even so, it's close enough for me. The satisfaction that comes from drawing and sheathing the blade has never ceased to please me, even after 6 years of practice. Now all of All of that practice pays off as our endeavors into the underworld afford me an opportunity to get Siren. It is said that the samurai of ancient Japan would slay not only the enemies of their ruling daimyo, but also the onai, or demons, although the underworld is a name that we have transposed upon the nightmare residing within the locker. The sirens are certainly demonic in appearance and perhaps even in nature. That means that the sword is rather perfect fit both for myself and the task at hand. All I must do is ensure that the edge is well maintained, and as that too is an aspect of Bushido that comes with respect to the blade and oneself. Welcome back, Raya. I'm just reading all the pages that we have. Starchifer Mark IV. A potato cannon? Oh, what is going on, dude? Why do we have a freaking cloth, a freaking cheap sword? Let's see, we had a paintbrush with freaking siren hairs and sharpened to actually go through skin and muscles. What else did we have? We had headphones for noise canceling, earmuffs for protection. What else did we have here? The blockers. This is a drinker, the Widowmaker. What the hell is it? Widowbreaker. We had a bat with a freaking flamethrower attached to it or something like that. What is the Widowmaker again? A bass guitar. A bass guitar with red strings. Where am I? We're in the Starch of Fire. Wow, this is a very big excuse me, a very big category of weapons here. After a few hilarious failed attempts, Judith and I managed to disrupt a potato cannon from an old leaf blowing some spare parts from Ashton's garage. It is simple enough in construction, as it is a cannon that just shoots potatoes over 100 miles. Judith can fire things from it, but we've proven the most cost-effective ammunition to a slight glitch in the combustion that allows the potato the cannon also superheats the potato itself. The bad news is that it needs to cool down between use, but the good news is that the potatoes wind up exploding shortly after they emerge from the cannon's barrel. This is rather effective for dealing with groups of sirens. They are not unaffected by the forced explosions or by the scalding burns of piping hot potato. Okay.
You haven't figured it out? It's an ice wall yet?
Would you take that patronizing tone with me, boy? You're wearing a hat that says ice wall. I had the balls to walk around with a sign on my head that says I never learned how to read.
When the Navy went to Antarctica and flying the helicopter and panning, they never get to the end because it's just an ice wall.
Whoa. Okay, pause. Antarctica's really big. About the size of one Antarctica. But you seem to have gotten the size of Antarctica confused with the size of Rhode Island. Second,
That's true.
Think for a second, if you can do that. By some lapse of judgment on my end, I decided to give you a helicopter, and I told you to fly it around Antarctica. Firstly, you wouldn't make it. It's too big. You'd run out of fuel. You'd crash into the ocean. For any confusion, see Rhode Island. Before you crashed into the ocean, if you were flying around Antarctica in a big counterclockwise circle, do you know what you would see out of the left window of your helicopter the entire time? A giant wall of ice. You want to know why? Because that's what it looks like when you're looking at the side of a giant fucking circle.
That's so true.
Coast for 10 months. I think it's an infinite wall of jungle. The sheep keep telling me that I'm just sailing around Hawaii.
You haven't figured it out? It's an ice wall yet?
Would you take that patron?
That is actually the stupidest thing I've heard yet. Oh boy, sorry. I just had to watch that video that Rye sent me. Muse, Oliver's Muse, Bristfall, Violet's Muse, Akina. Right, Akina? Give me mod was your best choice ever. Let's see if it is. Our leader was the first among to enter the underworld, thus I suppose it's only fitting that his muse would take on the appearance of an angel. Bristfall looks majestic and invincible, but can be deceiving. He is made of entirely wax. Mind you, the wax is sturdier than you think, but it stands little chance against intense flames. Furthermore, his ability to fly is quite limited. I would liken it to more hover. I would liken it to I would liken it more to hovering, really. Sorry. Still, I suppose the upside to Brisk Fall's wax composure is that he can melt himself into a number of different forms to overcome almost any foe. Muse, a manifestation of an individual's least desired mode of existence, as well as a source of the kind of power that individual. What the hell? All right. Water break. Okay, I just hope you guys can still hear me. Violet's Muse, Akina, or Echna, Akina, either one. Amongst all our muses, Violet may be in possession of the most docile and adorable of them all, a lamb. This is not to say that Akina is incapable. In fact, is the quite opposite. Possesses several unique abilities that only she can use. The things that the rest of our muses simply cannot do, such as the manipulation of time and space. So she's Thanos, at least as far as the underworld is concerned. Okay, so she's Thanos, except only in the underworld. That is interesting. Give me no, goated. I cannot speak much for Akina's sturdiness, since it is rare that she even gets hit much in the first place. The fleece shines blindingly bright in response to attackers drawing near. I do not think she'd be capable of taking too many hits, however, especially from Sirens. Direct combat may be unwise. Because because I only need one mod at the moment. Remember, this community is very small. But if there does come a point to where we will need more mods, you will be first up on the list. Caldera Ashen isn't one to mince words, which is good because Caldera has no words to often. At a distance, it looks like he's just a golem made of rock. However, if one looks closer, you can see veins of magma running throughout his entire body just beneath the top layer of what he seems to be, a constantly regenerating granite armor. Curiously, the armor will always regrow back in the same exact pattern. If Caldera sustains heavy damage, his volcanic underskin is exposed and he becomes extremely dangerous, both to fight against and to fight alongside, as jets of magma spray out from his body with every punch and kick. Ashton fights alongside him rather recklessly, but if perhaps this is for better, neither of them will grow complacent anytime soon. Damn, you're really reading this. Yes, I am. Andy's Muse, 510-TH. Don't give not coded mod. Andy's Muse is exotic looking, to say the least. Where does the sloth end and the claw and the machine begin? The sharp... Oh, it's a freaking sloth and a freaking robot. The sharp organic claws are just as deadly as the blast of its laser cannon. The speed is certainly uncharacteristic of a regular sloth. It's the fastest thing I've ever seen, if I could even see it in motion. Oftentimes the sirens will be dead at proper chance before the combat has even begun. What the hell? Don't give bucket mud at all. I'm not. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, Gib. Also, thank you for tuning in, Gib. I'm freaking currently reading. Playing a visual novel. I'm reading a journal, apparently, of all the stats. So far, we're going through the characters' weapons and the muses. Apparently, so far, we have a headset to protect them from the siren songs. The sirens are enemies that are in the underworld that the team is fighting. Wait, I don't have mod anymore because it's a new channel. Yeah, I can make that happen. All right, there you go, Gib. Welcome. You're welcome. Can we play like Smashy Bashy instead? I don't have my I don't have a splitter, so I can't split. I can't. So I can't physically display the game on stream. We can play it off stream, but I'd rather get a splitter so I can split it between my capture card and the stream. So until I get a splitter, we're unfortunately stuck with just playing Roblox, whatever game I can play on PC. But if you want to play, we can play Smash off stream. Also, I'm also trying to lock in for school, so maybe another time. Yes, This sounds awesome. I'm surprised you think it's awesome. Okay, so as I was just explaining that right now we are currently just record the Switch with a camcorder. I don't have one of those. Like I said, sirens are just like things with no arms and legs, but they have glass eyes, and the thing that's most dangerous about them is their song. It can make people feel emotions to extreme to certain to extremes, very high extremes. Right now we're reading through the muse. I just read through the weapons, what the enemies are, what the tools are. So off the top of my head, we have a sword, a guitar with red strings. The strings are made with the siren's vocals. What else do we have? A potato cannon. We have a cloth. We have a bat with a flamethrower on it. What else am I missing? Let me go back to the index. Oops, let me go back to the index. Sorry. This is the blade. This is the potato cannon. This is the vials are also like a friggin' like like mini bottles. I don't know specifically what am I trying to say here? I don't know what the vials do. They don't know what the vials do. But apparently it's turned certain liquids into healing liquids in the underworld, which is something. I also forgot to mention a brush. Yes, there's a brush. Anyways, we were looking at the sloth. Better though, the 5/10th may be strong, fast, and durable, but he lacks in special skills and techniques regardless of shares. It is enthusiasm, which was wonderful, but also a bit jarring considering that it's coming from a sloth of all things. My biology is a bit rusty, no pun intended here, but one has to wonder, could the real sloth truly be capable if machinery were capable of altering his temperament? Or does temperament itself play into capability? I see you posted a link. Let me open this.
They're showing Antarctica as an ice wall.
I know I already talked about this guy and that stupid fucking hat. At this point, I feel like he's just got to
Wrong. Actually, it is almost a perfect sphere. The world is not a perfect sphere. It's a sphere obloid.
why we've come up with so many bizarre map projections that focus on not distorting certain parts of the world. Since a majority of people live in the northern hemisphere, it makes sense to make a flight map that shows most of the northern hemisphere less distorted than Antarctica, where nobody lives. But yeah, no, the elites are hiding the ice wall from us, and the only place it exists is in this one air travel map from 1930.
Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to watch that real quick. Let me come back here. Okay, sorry. Did we finish reading? Yes, we did finish reading this. I'd like to apologize for the breaks I'm taking in between looking at the things. My own muse is, Emile's muse, Crescendo. My own muse is fine enough, I suppose. I cannot deny the resolve which he fights, although his skills more indirect in nature. Crescendo's sword does not hit as hard as Caldera's fist or as 5/10th's lasers, but the blade can be enchanted with several different prayers. Strikes from enchanted swords seem to have any number of harmful effects to the silence. For instance, their movement may go slow to a painful crawl, they may go insane and attack one another, or the precious voices may be silenced and taken from them, rendering them unable to afflict us with their songs. At the risk of sounding self-inflating, I certainly think the way he fights suits me, as the clever and thoughtful application of these ailments will go hand in hand with my ability to gather intelligence and scope out the siren's weaknesses. To this muses, Bugatsa. Sorry. Just a friendly reminder that I assume you're all subscribed to Wonder Boy. You can now see your YouTube search history. Wait, is that actually a thing? Is that actually a thing? You're trolling. There's no way that's a thing, dude. There is no shot you can see their search history. Hold on a second here. He's lying. He's capping. He's gotta be capping. I need evidence. YouTube, really? You're so you're capping. I can't. How do you do that? Oh my! Wow, that is a big. That is a leak. Why is that there? Dude, that is such a leak, dude. Hold on a second here. You can't see their search history, but you can see how they found you. It's only a small percentage for me. Okay, not bad. Cause that is definitely interesting. All right, we're not really gonna worry about this at the moment. But definitely, that's just how you found your how they find your content. Oh, it's for me. It's me. It's the channels I watch and the videos they watch. Some more history than search history. Understandable. That's how you do it. Try it. Okay, that's what I just did. Let's get back. Sorry, sidetracked. Okay, but good stuff. We had never seen the Sirens beforehand. We might have all been horrified when Judas Reese came into being. She was always has a wild look in her eyes, and I don't care to look any closer to see if my first impression might be wrong. Too risky, and yet, if I don't mind the smell. In fact, Bugatsa's spine smelled very strongly of caramel, so it's quite present. I recall that Ashton and Andy daring each other to lick one of Bugatsa's detached spines, and then Ashton went as far as to eat one. When Ashton's wounds closed up and he became strong enough to beat a Siren to death with his trusty baseball bat, we knew it had stumbled some upon him, as Bugatsa can also curl into a ball to shield us from harm, as one might expect of a hedgehog or porcupine or whatever she is. The rib cage. So this is a place. When our leader first told us that there was a locker that led to an alternate dimension, I thought he was insane. However, when I beheld the dark portal within the locker for myself, I knew then that the locker was the insane one. I would prove to be even more insane as I followed him. As my left foot remained on the steel floor of the locker, my right plunged forth into something that looked like gravel but gave like flesh, rigid and slightly spongy, but unyielding all the same. Is this what it would be like to tread upon a corpse? The branched veins running along the ground, the bluffs, and even the air certainly support that idea. The act of simply walking in this rut still makes my stomach coil. Thankfully, I am not alone in feeling this. The ground is a barren of flora and comprised entirely of this corpse gravel. It seems to stretch in on canyons for miles in what appears to be the four cardinal directions, or at least I think. It's hard to say for sure regarding directions because there is no sun. The closest thing to it is the fragmented shimmering glow in the crimson sky. It seems to be appropriate to call this place the ribcage. No, it doesn't feel quite dead, but it also seems to lead to many places. So it's kind of like the hub of like Disneyland, essentially. Temperature 78. That's pretty normal. That's like an average summer day. Humidity is mild, and visibility, I guess it's very, you can see things very easily. Hey, that was let's go to my settings and find out what the keybind is for that. Okay. All right. Let me remove that. All right, BRB. you just typed, but I did your dare. Anyways, I'm that. Um. I don't know why my mic keeps cutting out. I think if I drop it below a certain point, it just cuts out. So, for example, I'm gonna drop it right now. Okay, well, it actually didn't cut out. But yeah, there seems to be an issue when I do certain things, I guess. But like now, because as soon as I drop it, it'll cut out. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take what. Then don't do the thing. It's just when I move it. Then don't do the thing. Problem solved. Yeah, okay. I wish it was that easy. Anyways, we just pretty much finished reading this. I'm gonna end stream. Once we're done reading this, we can come back to this tomorrow. Because the website to do my homework on is down from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I'll probably do like a visual novel stream during that time period if you guys are awake. Tomorrow is Saturday. So I don't really expect y'all to be awake. Pandora. A vein laden hill stands roughly near the center of the rib cage. If one makes the climb to the top, a noticeable rise in temperature can be felt. Logically, I think that a resonant elevation will cause a drop in temperature. Perhaps the underworld is not placed for logic. At the highest point of the hill, a solid black sphere is suspended in the air, roughly 2 meters off the ground. The sphere is surrounded on 4 sides by slates, the domains of the sirens, and yet no siren dwells here. The sphere itself reflects no light, makes no noise, and is as large as a construction vehicle's wrecking ball, possibly even a bit bigger. All of us were afraid to draw too close on a first visit. Even Ashton had to work up the nerve just to throw a stick at it. It bounced off and didn't seem to have any effect. Thankfully, the veins running up the hill fray off into a brittle trees just before reaching the sphere, as though even the underworld itself is afraid to touch it. All of this only begs the question, just what in God's name is it? Is it a part of the underworld? If not, how did it get here? Is it alive? If so, does it feel? Sorry, my phone is going off, so the distraction completely caught me off guard. Today is Friday, so let me take my morning and night medication because I skipped my morning one. Sorry. If so, does it feel? Or is it something completely staying till 12 p.m. East? Not really. I said, will you be available before twilight Eastern? Because I'm not going to be staying up the whole night. I was just hoping that you would be able to, get what. Too many questions for too many unknowns, but given the nature of the underworld so far, I'm going to consider it dangerous until further notice. Tampering with it could be opening Pandora's box, or spear as it were in this case. When you get to the high, it's 84, which is again about maybe a little bit on the higher side, but 2 degrees from being mild visibility high, which is good. You can see things. So it's not too foggy. The Ravager's Trenches. One of the 4 canyons of the ribcage led us to this horrible place. A thick fog blankets the air, which means the visibility is low. As though that small glimmer of light in the sky wasn't already hard enough to see. It chokes our pores and it's very hard to take a full breath. Not that we'd be too keen to do so. The stench of sulfur is inescapable. Trenches and rivers have been carved into the ground every few hundred feet or so. Each of them is filled with soldiers, hardly human as they are black and wispy in appearance. Not one of them pays us any mind. Above the screams of their rifles and artillery, the serene song of a siren fills the air. Whenever the soldiers are not in a trench, they are making charge towards the center of the battlefield, where the siren Arcarana resides in peace amidst a hurricane of bullets, shells, and toxic gas. Miraculously, not a single round hits her, but I don't think they're aiming for her. Rather, they are enchanted by the song to charge without abandon into the battlefield and kill each other endlessly. From the shadows of the trenches, more soldiers emerge indefinitely and continue to march to their doom, and yet they must not view it as such. Each one dies with a smile on his wispy face, as though they're somehow enjoying this. We can't allow this to continue. We need to make our way across this battlefield and halt our Karana song. 88, high humidity, which means it's going to be hot as hell. And you can't see not a dang thing. Ice Ash Citadel. Another one of the ribcage patches brought us to the shadowy hills. Low humidity. Ooh, okay. Alright, the temperature is way lower, which is understandable. Shadowy hills that soon became snow-capped mountains, or at least we hoped there was snow upon further inspection. It was actually ash. It boggles the mind how such a copious amount of ash can be scattered across these mountaintops. It's still, whether it is ash or snow, the cold bites at our bones and takes our breath away. Even Andy stopped calling us warm-blooded weasel bait when Judith pointed that she too was shivering. The vein-laddered road ends into a drawbridge that leads to a massive castle. From the apex of the castle's height tower, the undeniable song of a siren rings out. Certainly it is the song of Leith. As we venture through the castle's various rooms, sirens attack us from the slates that they rest upon. More worrying, however, is that Leith's song spreads throughout the entire castle through use of some kind of network pipes that provide some kind of sonic enhancement. Thus, the effects are felt on us despite our countermeasures. We first noticed this when Ashton seemed to have forgotten that Caldera can use a magma to attack the sirens. At first, we thought he was playing the fool, but when Violet forgot a kid's name and I forgot what I had for breakfast, not a jest, we knew that something was amiss. In the most extreme case, Andy forgot how to use her legs, and Ashton and I had forgot how to work together. Sorry, I need to still picks up my voice. And for how to use her legs, and Ash and I forgot how to work together to ferry her towards so she could learn how to again. It seems to Laystone cause people to forget things. Many masses of ice are littered about the castle's interior. Their shapes are taking the form of anything from a candlestick to a human being. It is possible that there are once were people and things entrapped in the ice, but have somehow been removed without disturbing the ice mass that surrounded them. Whether that is the work of the sirens or something else, I prefer not to think too much about it. So 10 Fahrenheit, which is below freezing, high visibility but very low humidity. The Foundry of Sin. I'd also like to apologize if you guys are a little bit bored of this. Been doing this for 2 hours, so yeah, I need to go to bed. The cranks and squeals of machinery echo off into the stone walls. We forge ahead into another region of the underworld. Rivers of molten gold flow from the orifices in stone itself, much to the excitement of the living dead that populate this place. So I'm assuming that this is probably based off one of the 7 deadly sins, and I think this one, the Foundry of Sin, would be greed. Just wanted to point that out, or that just make that hypothesis or possibility. They reach in to scoop the liquid gold up into the chalices by hand, melting what remains of their flesh. And in the process, they don't seem to mind it. In fact, they delight as they take their gold-filled chalices to the pedestal at the far end of where the silent Phlegethine resides. Or Phlegethine resides. The chalices are offered as tribute. Okay, so it is indeed greed. Phlegethine then chooses the one with the fullest chalice to join her on her slate, where he or she is then delighted to be violated in indescribable ways. Good God Almighty. Jeez. Oh boy. What have I gotten myself into? I think I'm asking that question. I think I asked myself that question a little bit too late as I'm reading this. Violated? I don't know what I wanted. They mean by that, but goodness, bro. Those were not chosen appear envious at best and livid at the worst. However, Phlegethym's song soon urges them to do any number of things. The angry. Sorry, I got a message. This mother. Apologies for the interruption and the quietness. Do a number of things. The angry enemies take out their wrath upon the chosen and sometimes even eat them. Once they are finished, nothing remains of the chosen. The cycle begins new. Curiously, it seems that every door and piece of machinery that holds a chalice, just like the ones the living dead hold in their hands, filling those chalices with liquid gold, beckons the machinery to life. It seems we'll need to use. I'm gonna make it a contraction. We'll need to use this machinery to somehow get the living dead away from Phlegethine long enough for us to confront her, as I don't see any way we could reach her. 97, high humidity, extremely high humidity for how hot it is, and moderate visibility. Vigorous Mire. Okay, these are getting a little bit... Okay, so we've named the type of enemies, weapons. I guess muses, in a sense, are like a... like a sidekick or like a stand. Like, how, what's his name? How, JoJo and... JoJo characters have like their thing. I guess that's kind of it. This kind of like stand / sidekicks, which is a little bit on the interesting side. The Dark Canyon Road ended as gravel soon gave way to what felt like swampland. We found ourselves standing on a sparse bits of land amidst a marsh of vile fluid lacking indefinite color. It was as thick as blood and as pungent as bile. What is bile? Let me open the incognito tab for a second. Okay. Sorry about that. Just looked up what bile was. If not for the fact that we can faintly hear the song of the siren, Coctina? Coctina, let's just say Coctina. Coctina in the distance, we'd have certainly turned back. We arrive at a point where we must traverse the muck to the next patch of land. We find ourselves in knee-deep in the sludge. Our skin slowly turns black and cold from our feet upwards, but recedes when we leave the sludge. As the blackness consumes, those parts of us grow empowered. Our strides are greater, and we can lift heavier objects, and we can take deeper breaths, among other things. Okay, so it's kind of like a power thing, you know what I mean? If you guys catch my drift here, it's kind of like it's powerful. They might want to put it in one of the vials of Samathy for later use. This is quite to Andy's delight. She chooses to remain in the marsh until it consumes her head, which at point both she and her muse turn again. Never mind. I didn't even finish reading. I didn't even finish reading. point her muse turned against us. It is unfortunate. Knockout and resuscitation seems to be the only cure for this full body reception, and yet the corruption seems necessary to some degree, as there are gates of petrified wood erected between some footprint-laden patches of land. Ash and I both try to knock them down without the aid of the corruption, but in no avail. It is necessary to borrow the corruption if you were to knock them down so that we may advance, but harnessing the corruption's strength without being consumed by it is a delicate balancing act. It seems odd to add more deterrence to an already deterring place such as this. Who would or could do such a thing, and why? Why would why would it be Kakshina herself? Why, or someone else? Perhaps something else? Okay, 55, high humidity, which is weird that it's 55. That is fairly on the cold side. And low visibility, which means it's probably pretty foggy. I hope my mic didn't cut out, which is why I need to keep my thing open. Okay. I hope while they're reading this that, while I'm reading this, they somehow find a way to, like, extract the physical abilities of this sparse, like, the fluid from the marsh. Maybe mix it together with something that could probably help. Maybe mix it with, like, coffee or water, or that, would make it healable. But there's a lot of things that I really hope for in this part here. Second to last, Chasm of the Seed. When the disembodied heads of Acarana, Leith, Phlegethine, and Kakshina are placed upon the slates that surround Pandora, they cry out in song. The four songs united cause Pandora to warp and shimmer before exploding into a burst of branches and veins. Thankfully, we were unharmed, but the branches twist and turn before taking the definite form of a tower that reaches out to the crimson sky. We climb the tower, and during the trials and tribulations within, at the apex of the tower, we find the seed, an overwhelming source of negative energy. Surprisingly, it is being guarded by a siren, perhaps even the siren. This one is far more humanoid than the others, but it's still uncanny to behold as her singed skin struggles to cling to her bones, and yet she does not seem to be in pain. As the skin hangs down, we see that the tendons of her body are actually not tendons at all, they are vocal cords. Every inch of the siren's body is capable of song. He said the most dangerous one we have faced, water break. This is face thus far. This is where it ends. In order to destroy the seed, we must also defeat the siren. We've come too far to fail, although I won't pretend to be invincible. Either way, this is our journey set, and today we will vanquish the negativity within the hearts of the people or die trying. 82 mild and high visibility, which is also very good. As I'm sure you know, most of these names are just placeholders. We should definitely get around to changing them, lest we be accused of, down the line, being self-indulgent. Okay, so we have about a couple more of these to go. Fulcrum 1, Heimless Teenage Riddle. I am 3 parts of a rotten cantaloupe dropped from the rooftop by skate punks, and half of an overpriced churro shared between lovers at a theme park. To some, I am a hero, but to everyone else, I don't even know, man. It's kind of tell. Does anyone have any idea? I'm 3 parts of a rotten cantaloupe dropped from the rooftop of skate punks, and half of an overpriced churro shared between lovers at theme parks. To some, I am a hero, to everyone else. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, we're not gonna revel too much on this. For the most part, we read through this, but let me save real quick. Let me save this to here. But for the most part, you guys, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching today's segment of Siren's Call. For the most part, I'm glad I got to talk to you all again. I'm glad you guys enjoyed being here with me. I'm glad we got to do many things. You know. I'll just play this. Actually, I could just put this in the background. Give me a second. I'd like to thank you guys, of course, for coming out and staying as long as you did. I'd like to thank you guys for coming out as long as you did. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. It might be a little bit, maybe just coming earlier into the night, but for me here on the East Coast, it is night. It is about like 2 hours from midnight. So please enjoy yourselves, have fun, and I guess what I have to say is enjoy the music. I'm interjecting. Please do not take any that Goated has suggested. And sorry, I thought my mic was picking up, but please do not listen to Bucket's suggestion. Bucket Goated's suggestion. Two Girls, One Cup is not something for a child, adult, or teenager to see. It will scar you. Anyways, back to the outro. Enjoy the music. There is no need for character development, Bucket. Excuse me, Goated. Sorry, I get mad at both of you often. So, there is no need for character development. If that is something that happened to you, it is best not to share it for others and keep it contained to yourself. Please and thanks.